Before we launch into today's video, I want to make a quick announcement. I have a few spots available for online coaching, one-on-one coaching with me, and you can click the link below to learn more about that. Getting coaching is the fastest and easiest way to get off of the sidelines, to get out of the dabbler mentality where I'm consuming, I'm watching content, I'm learning ideas, I'm learning theory, but I don't have skin in the game, I don't have leverage, I don't have accountability to really put myself out there and to take massive action. Getting coaching is the easiest way to make that identity shift from being someone who's kind of interested in this whole pickup game, success with women thing, and becoming someone who is serious about doing what it takes to get results. So click the link below to sign up for a coaching session. My availability is limited because once I have a certain amount of clients, I just don't have time to take on more. And that's why I haven't been offering online coaching for more than 6 months. So click the link below to sign up. But with that said, here's the video. Owen Cook used to be one of the, if not the most influential and had the largest audience, his old brand, of any dating coach, we'll call it. So it's really cool because their company has shifted towards self-improvement for the last, 4 years or so. They have not been talking about dating. However, shockingly, Owen Cook recently put out a video of him approaching women, of him actually going out, picking up girls, and has posted it online. I don't know why he's had this change of heart and why they're putting this OG kind of content out again, but this is a really cool opportunity to react to that infield and to see how legit the guys who in a lot of ways they paved the way for everyone else who came after. They're the ones who made the industry what it is. So let's see how legit that Tyler Durden, aka Owen Cook, is, because there's no infield of him available publicly, and there hasn't been for years until this video.
Are you gonna get behind it?
No.
Yeah, you are. So.
Okay.
How you gonna stunt like you ain't been drunk? How you gonna stunt?
Okay, so that's crazy. He's showing himself making out with girls. That's a pretty big shift from their recent content.
Oh,
where
absolutely.
They weren't showing any infield, let alone making out with girls like this. This is very, very surprising to say the least.
Well,
but
yeah,
he put this on YouTube.
I like the music choice too. Wait. Actually, I gotta say one thing else before we play this. Look at an old bald guy making out with young hot girls. Oh no! Oh shit! Is it possible?
He's also not tall. I think he's 5'7". Balding. No offense if he watches this, no one would say he's like a male model,
no.
Right? He's not the ugliest guy in the world, but no one would say, oh, looks are his advantage. Like, oh, it's because of his looks. Now, what is a black pill gonna think? They're gonna think, well, either it's staged, this is all fake. The hundreds and hundreds of hours they've gotten, it's all fake. They hired hundreds of actors to make up all of this. The amount of effort that would go into that is pretty impressive, the dedication he would have to have.
Oh, absolutely.
And they never got caught once for a single, none of the actresses ever came out and said this is a fraud. None of that ever happened, which tends to when things are.
Homie got the bean, yeah, the infrared time. Throw it in the air, let it all come.
This is
The juxtaposition.
That's what we're going for. That's what we're going for.
Turn a hotel room to a wonder world. Only come down when the Uber downstairs. Shooting at the club now, everybody's scared. If you get money, then you throw it in the air. Really get money, then you throw it in the air. That girl, she a bad thing right there. You get it from your mama, shake some.
All right, well, that was quite the intro.
The first thing I want to do is I want to just get chatty. It's like,
Hi. What? Hi.
nice to meet you. This is my buddy Frank.
Hi, Frank. It's so sweet.
You got like the $1 million fucking smile. You make me feel like I'm like psychologically tainted and like sadness or some shit. You're like that. It's great. But see, you haven't been hurt by a man yet. He could hurt you. You could fall in love with him. He could cheat on you, and then we'll kill that innocent spirit.
There's already a shit ton going on. First of all, he was saying, so first I just want to get chatty when I go out. I just want to be social, outgoing. And what he's talking about is getting into state or getting out of your head, building momentum. And this is something most people are too arrogant to do. They're like, all right, I'm only gonna approach the super hot girls I see. I'm gonna be like a vulture looking for my next prey or whatever. That's the energy they tend to have. What he's saying is to do the opposite, to have fun with everyone, to get out of a defensive self-protection mode where you're thinking, okay, I need to find the perfect thing. What if I get rejected? What if you have all these negative thoughts running through your mind telling you why not to do things? It's like having the brakes on. And he's showing you a way to get your foot off the brakes and onto the gas. And what happens is as you make the shift, as you talk to some girls, maybe you're not even attracted to, maybe you talk to a couple, maybe you talk to guys, you just talk to people in general, socialize, get out of your head, get out of the judging paradigm where you're like really looking for the perfect thing to do and just start taking action, just start being social. What happens is you start your mind, and there's actually neuroscience that shows the parts of your brain that are self-judging, that think you're not good enough, that are looking for all the bad things that are going to happen, the amygdala, for example, they shut off. And other areas of your brain associated with creativity, with being more charismatic, with presence, with higher status, with dopamine, serotonin, all those areas light up and become hyperactive. So that's what happens when you start going out, talking to everyone, and getting out of your ego. And then when you do see that really hot girl, instead of thinking, oh no, this is my big opportunity, it's like the Eminem song, Mom Spaghetti. I can't remember the lyrics exactly, but the one everyone knows.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Knee weak, arms are heavy. That song, that's what it feels like. But if you just talk to everyone, socialize, own the venue, it's your fucking venue. This is my venue, right?
Get on top of it before. It's like riding a wave. Like you're a surfer, you start paddling, and either the wave crashes on top of you or you paddle hard enough and you're on top of the fucking wave riding it. It's action feeds ego, ego feeds action. It's your personality is taken by the action. So if you take an action that is extroverted, you are going to start becoming extroverted. If you're taking actions that are introverted, you make the mental decision not to approach somebody, for example. You think about approaching somebody and you tell yourself no. What's going to happen? You're going to become introverted. You approach guys, girls, couples, big groups. It doesn't matter.
You get reverse momentum.
You get reverse momentum. It's a thing. And it's that wave will crash.
Excuse-making momentum, or excuse-taking momentum, I think is the term.
It's an Owen Cook term. He's the one that originally started fucking pushing momentum. Momentum, I'll say this, is a fucking killer. Momentum comes from the headspace of I take an action, means I must be this person. Your ego has to stay consistent with past action, but the ego also feeds the action. It's a huge thing. If you guys don't learn how to use this or how to like manipulate yourself, you're gonna be trash at game forever.
I have been hurt, and I'm so high.
Dude, that's dope. Yeah, the most powerful skill a woman can possess to maintain her radiance, I truly believe this, is the ability to forget. Just let shit go. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Where do you guys come from?
We're from Spain.
España.
España?
Yeah. That's amazing.
Nice to meet you.
I love you both, by the way.
Love you too. I like your beard.
Yeah,
we like your beard.
Awesome.
Oh my god. Wait a minute.
Hey. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Hi.
Do you know her?
No.
This is my buddy Frank. This is like the happiest girl on the fucking planet.
So what's he been doing here? Because this is something that
Pre-selection, but
doesn't get technique-wise. This is something that does not get talked about very often.
merging sets.
Yeah, merging. So this is something I've had friends who are great at this, and this is something that is definitely a useful technique. This is how I met my last girlfriend, actually. Is basically you're talking to some girls, and then he put the first girl to talk with his friend, and then he brings more girls into the group, and now he's the center of the party. Now it's almost like within the club, their group, he's the host of that little party, right? He's the center of attention, and now he has other girls who are kind of like, oh, is she into him? Is she my competition? So you have girls competing over you by merging different groups of girls together.
They're literally stuck on it.
It is Kino Body.
Kino Body, I got his
Look at his smirk. He's
one of his courses recently. We'll see if it works. Maybe I'll have a before after for him. He's a popular YouTube personal trainer. So very interesting coaching clients he's got here.
And it's crippling.
Well, he's pulling his friends.
It's debilitating. Another thing a lot of guys don't get is like, okay, see how that's a couple right there? They think like, oh, I can't even like go talk to them. Like, it's like, oh, that's off limits. But they forget you're fucking socializing, right? Like, you can be like, how's your guys' night going? They're gonna be cool. What's funny too is sometimes the girl jumps off the guy. Right now, most of the time they won't. But you never want to feel like anything in the club is off limits. So let's see this couple right here. Right? Like, am I allowed to go talk to them? Sure. How's your guys' night going? Good so far. Cheers. How do you guys know each other? Oh yeah? You guys are cute together. Oh, you're not dating?
See, that's exactly what I was thinking he was gonna do. So I do the same thing. So whenever I'm approaching a girl, I'll say the same exact line. I'll be like, "You guys make a cute couple," is what I usually say. But I say it to the girl because the guy's gonna be like, "Yeah, we do," because he might have a crush on her, and he's gonna try to box me out because he might have. If he does have a crush on her, he doesn't want me talking to his girl. But if I say it to the girl, guess what? The girl's gonna give a look, or she's gonna say something, and then you fall for this. Now you know that she's open game.
Well, I also think that's a good way to say it. So instead of saying, "Are you together?" he's saying, "You make a cute couple," which is less presumptuous, and it's not like trying to take in a way, right? It doesn't have that like
You're right.
the inherent. There's a little bit. It could be seen as needy, a little like, "Oh, are you together?" Instead, he's saying, "You make a cute couple," which then he sensed the hesitation. I don't think she said. I think she said,
you're
like,
right.
yeah,
You're
you
right.
sense the hesitation.
To be fair-
If they hesitate, then you know, oh, so you're not together, and now you found that information out without having to do anything that could come across as like a little bit pushy.
To be
So
fair,
that's cool.
That's more what I say, but I absolutely fucking agree.
Then second, he said, "How do you guys know each other?" That's something you should always ask with groups. Whenever there's a group, it's a way to
absolutely.
include the rest of the
Logistics.
group, and it's a way to figure out the situation. If they are a couple, you know, okay, well, probably not going to happen. But you're getting that information, and it lets you include the group and get the conversation with the group. Because one of the most common things guys do is ignore the group, completely neglect them. And then what happens is the, like, let's say less attractive friend or the male friend fucking hates you, and then he's going to make your life more difficult. So by including them a little and getting the logistics, it's a line you should say to every group. I don't like
Oh, okay. You make very cute facial expressions. Yeah, it's kinda
Another
cool.
classic
What is it?
mystery, I think.
Yeah.
What do you say?
You make very cute facial expressions.
Oh.
Usually it's you have a bad girl face, but innocent facial expressions.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Good to meet you.
So that has to be paused for a second because that was a couple, or it seemed like a couple.
Yeah.
Most guys won't approach that. And keep in mind, that's kind of the advantage. Because most guys won't approach a girl who's with a guy, which means it's kind of like when a girl goes to a gay bar. A girl at a gay bar is way easier to approach because she's validation starved. No one's approaching her. She kind of is like, well, I like not getting hit on all night, but now I'm not getting hit on at all. So can someone please hit on me?
Now guess what? Now he's sitting on this girl playing Sentinel. Now he's the only guy that's willing to approach her. Now he's the only guy that is going to approach her all night. So it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Like, out of all these fucking like guys in a bar who might be even like these super cool popular guys, even maybe cooler than Tyler. Tyler's the only guy that had the fucking balls to go say hi to her.
And so that number is much more likely to lead to something because there's literally no competition whatsoever. So sometimes I had a client once who there was a girl and a guy next to each other, and he's like, "No, I can't approach their couple." I said, "So what? You're doing it, bitch." And so he goes up, and it turns out that the guy was her gay friend. And so then he invited them to an after party after a 30-second, 1-minute interaction. Then they came back, and he ended up banging the girl, and I had to talk to the gay friend and, be a wingman for him, play beer pong, and pretend like, oh, maybe I'm interested until he banged her. But that was the kind of approach no one else would do, and it creates opportunities. So be aware that just because a girl's with a guy, if they're obviously a couple, they're holding hands, shit like that, I mean, then it's probably not going to happen. But a lot of the times, they're not actually together. And those opportunities are actually much easier than you would think.
Okay.
So if you look there, like, they look like a couple, but just got a phone number out of it, and the guy's cool with it, right? So guys have so many fucking blogs on what's possible and what's not. Like, it's madness. Even if we're just gonna walk out here, sometimes girls can be on the move and, like, impossible to open, right? And then guys take it personally. So, like, say that this girl's, she's about to leave, right? Like, she's about to go in there, but guys aren't strategic about when to open. And then again, it's like that assault on their self-image, right? So if that girl's like, say she's about to, like, hey, nice to meet you. Right? So see how she's got to go, right? It's like that chick's got to fucking go. But then guys will be like, oh, I'm a fucking bad person. Like, that chick wouldn't talk to me.
She's just gotta go.
Yeah. So people read into so much stuff.
Because they project it onto themselves.
Yeah.
All their insecurities.
Nothing to do with them. The girl's just got to go. Hi. Nice to meet you. I want
The backwards walk. I love the backwards walk.
my friend Frank. Just assume people will be nice. Go be with your friends, and then I'll see you in a bit. Okay. The skill that I see from you, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I can't speak for you, but just how I see it is, like, how I experience you is like that childlike innocence of just assuming that people will like you, and even if they don't, you're not reading into it and making yourself vulnerable. So this like a huge thing what we're always hammering on is make yourself vulnerable. Put yourself out there. And the biggest skill is like, hi. Pleasure. Good to meet you.
That's it. Okay.
There's
also something cool he's doing there. I mean, he's always just ready to go because he's in the middle of a conversation. And it's actually, when you're going out, you shouldn't 100% of the time being like hunting for the next girl to approach. You should be having fun with your friends. You should be able to just chill and vibe some of the time, right? That's fine. You should still take action. Don't use that as a massive excuse. But being aware at all times when there's an opportunity, being ready to get it, that's a very useful skill to have because he saw a girl, he's like, oh, that's a good one to approach, and cuts off the conversation and does it with zero hesitation.
Well, we do that all the time. Like, so you should be like have a game with your friends where you should.
We've done that with girls where we're talking to. We have a clip. I don't know if we have the infield, but like where we're talking to girls that let's say we're not super interested in, and then hotter ones are walking by, and we'll just like switch. You got to be ready for that.
We do that too. Well, all right. So here's the thing we want to notice about this: slow, languid movements. How does a deer move versus a lion? Lion strolls, it moves slowly. So when he's even hugging the girl, it's like very slow and languid. It's practice. Like he knows what he's doing. Slow, languid movements indicate calmness, alpha energy, status, value, which is attraction. Like that's all I have to say about that. That's
so you do a great job at choosing the metaphors that are going to get us into trouble with seeing
predatory
that.
movements.
Yeah, predatory movements. That's what you want to do. Jesus Christ.
Anything else?
Also, women are like cars, right? The Andrew Tate clip.
You want to say anything else is going to get canceled?
How women are like horses.
Tyler, I'm sorry, dude. I try my best here, man. We're getting canceled. This channel's going downhill real fast.
Nice to meet you.
See how relaxed his eyes are.
I had to say hi.
His eyes are really relaxed.
Is it the hair?
I'm gonna do this in my beard. I want you to teach me. This is Frank, by the way.
Hi, Frank. Nice to meet you. I like your hair.
It's kind of similar, but yours is like my one hair is like your 1,000.
By the way, you can always reopen the sets from earlier, right? So it's like there's sets over there, like interactions from earlier. You can just bring them over. Here, keep on this, keep on this, keep on this. Then we merge it. 2 seconds. I missed you very much. Do you remember Frank?
I love your hair.
The hockey's going well.
How did you two meet?
We know each other.
Reopening is another thing that you think if you didn't pull the girl the first time you saw her, it's over, it's done.
Yeah.
There was one time I reapproached a girl 3 times and then pulled her and things happened. There was a time within the last 2 weeks where I approached a girl, her friends took her away or something, and then I reapproached her and pulled her. Like, just because you already approached a girl. I mean, obviously, if she's like, fuck off, I have a boyfriend, never talk to me again.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, you never know. Like, her mood could be totally different, to be fair. Yeah. But generally, if you had an approach that felt neutral or it didn't go anywhere, but she didn't, like, harshly say no, there's a good chance reapproaching can actually work out. Part of it, there's already a little bit of familiarity, there's already a little bit of comfort built, and most guys, it's like the girl, it's like an NPC, like when they leave the frame, they're gone forever, and that NPC no longer exists, like they fade into non-existence. That's how they treat a girl that they already approached. Like she disappears from the matrix.
Well, guys are afraid of so guys sometimes will also get the validation. They'll be afraid of losing the validation they gain from approaching, so they backwards rationalize not reapproaching.
Yeah. Or
Or they assume like it's the dumbest thing. How would a cool guy act if he wasn't gaming? So like you guys are like trying to become pickup guys. Become a cool guy. Don't try to become a pickup guy. Become a cool guy. Become like the thing that you guys should ultimately do is try to become the top of the line baddest motherfucker on planet Earth who is a cool individual. What's a popular guy like? Who's the coolest guy in your old school? Who's the coolest guy in modern society? Become that guy, not a pickup guy. Everybody wants to be a weirdo pickup guy.
But also approach.
But also approach. The coolest, the best pickup artists are cool motherfuckers, not weird.
From another friend.
Yeah? It's cool. You can actually merge it, right? You can bring them together. We could even bring other interactions from tonight together. Then you become the social epicenter, and then now you're the popular guys. You're stacking it in your favor. Yeah, so it's like some people need to be like a celebrity to meet a girl, but you can become a celebrity within the venue. But it's funny because when you see us doing this, it looks so easy to see us doing it, and yet it's like when you're not in the mode where it would be easy, it's like 1,000,000 miles away. Like guys will walk in, I know because I did this for like years. You walk in and you just wander around this whole venue and everybody shuts you down. everybody. It's because like you carry that negativity and that becomes your reality. There's even entire groups of guys that feed off that negativity so intensely, like literally it consumes them to the point where they're so in a dark spot, and then it's just rejection, and then they make these crazy philosophies.
They create their own reality.
They're completely creating their own fucking reality.
When the girls comes into their reality, they're all fucking negative.
Yeah, and so a guy could do that. He could approach like 100 girls, 200 girls.
That's so
but
common.
every time afterwards, he's like, oh, she rejected me because I'm short. She rejected me because of my race. She rejected me because whatever external thing.
Yeah.
And you don't know why. Honestly, you don't
absolutely
know
not.
for sure.
No,
There could be a million reasons. It could be because she's lesbian. She could have STDs. It could be any number of reasons, right? Maybe her cat just died. You don't know why.
But you carry the emotion with you, and then it's a downward spiral versus an upward spiral.
And so what you have to realize, if you have been going out and you're in these downward spirals and you felt negative the whole time, you do not know what would happen if you were actually in a good state, if you were actually having fun, if you were social and outgoing, until you've gotten yourself into that state and approach girls while you are having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Then if you approach 100 girls while having fun, while you're genuinely in a good mood, and they still all say fuck off, well then, then you've got some issues. But that will never happen. There's not been a single black pill, incel, whatever, where that's happened, because they have only approached girls while in a terrible, self-defeating, parasitic little bitch mindset, and then that's what they turn into, and they create that reality, and then they jack off to the fact that they've created this reality because it makes them feel like a victim who's free from the responsibility to get a life worth living.
And so that's like our beliefs here is the world is a friendly place. We're here to just talk with people. It's cool. Girls are attracted to us. We just have that belief going in. There's an innocence. And the major key is if a girl shuts us down, not carrying that negative energy into the next one.
Yeah, the two girls, the cool guys back there. Let's see what I can do.
I just had to tell you have the mane of a fine stallion.
Oh my god, thank
Very
you.
unique opener.
He's doing so much of the work for Yang, though. Yang is like Frank Yang.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Yeah, Frank Yang. He's doing so much of the work for Frank Yang. He's been throwing Frank on all these fucking sets, but I admire it.
Hey, guess what? It's all
What's
real.
that?
It's all
Great
real.
job. Great job.
Awesome.
Wait, meet my friend Frank. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Bam. Frank! This is my homie.
Right.
So again, the cool girls with the cool guys and shit. You can meet them.
Are you just trying to take us home? We're shy. Very shy.
It's a good line.
I'm not as sausage as feet.
I said it last
That's
time.
one I actually use. For the most part, I don't use many canned lines that I've heard. But
Well,
there are
it's a
a
great
few I use, and that's one like, oh, are you trying to take me home? I'm too shy. Because it's putting the idea of going home together on the table. It's putting it within the interaction, right? It's an idea now that's like in their mind, but you're framing it as they're the one doing it, right? They're the seducer, and you're the like, oh, I can't. So, and it's kind of funny, it's kind of cheeky, but it's a way of putting that on the table without being aggressive or pushy about it and making it kind of funny. Which is generally like the best way to sexualize is if you can either make a joke that is sexual, or you can accuse them of sexualizing on you.
Oh, absolutely.
A misinterpretation is another way to do this, right? You misinterpret what they said as like, oh, I love you, when they're like said something that sounded similar, right? Oh, you love me? That's cool. I mean, we just met. But when you misinterpret something as a sexual thing, it lets you blame them for doing it, and it lets you make it carefree and fun, as opposed to like, by the way, it's time to get sexual.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to have that vibe, and that's how a lot of guys do it. It's like serious mode. Now it's time to make my sexual intentions clear. Yeah. Claws are coming out.
Good person. Look at the look of shock. She's like,
I have to pee.
you look like you're in like American Idol. You just won.
Do I wipe my clam
Feel it.
burger right
Feel
here?
it. Feel it.
You should probably do some edits like this. That looks like Frank is having some success there. Think it's too hot? I don't know. All the infield is fake.
I just get Frank Yang.
Frank's getting it.
A portion of what he does. He is just having fun. He's relaxing. He's a big proponent of getting into state. And to be fair, Tyler comes from a big deficit. He's somebody that comes from a place of a lot of pain. He is somebody that comes from a place like if you don't think you get good at game.
I mean, he says he believes that he has
Autism.
Asperger's or light autism,
Yeah.
mild autism, because I think one of his kids has it. So most likely it's a genetic thing. And if you watch his videos from like 2008 or like 2005, like his earliest stuff, you can see that social skills did not come naturally to this guy.
No.
Secondly, he doesn't have he's not tall. He's below average height. He's balding. Some people think gingers have no shot. He's ginger. He doesn't have a chiseled jawline or any of those things, right? He doesn't have any like super sculpted features or physical advantages. And yet I've seen plenty of footage that proves he's gotten far more results than most of the people who are saying, oh, well, yeah, I'm as good looking as him, but it wouldn't work. All those crybabies, just take action. Shut up. Like, shut the fuck up. You're such a bitch.
Well,
you deserve to be a loser if that's how you're going to think. If that really gets you off, cool. Let that get you off, but it's fucking sad. You got to admit, you've never tried pickup the way this guy has, the way people have succeeded has. Like, you're like, I'm a black pill. I did 3 approaches. It didn't work. Oh my God, you're fucking pathetic. Dude, I admire anyone who is showing themselves taking massive action, pushing people to take massive action, and showing that success is possible, showing what can happen. And a lot of people aren't going to believe it. They're not ready to believe it. They don't want to believe it. They're too lost in their victimhood and their like self-righteous, masturbatory sense of superiority that, oh, it's not my fault. I know the secret that it's not possible. You're all getting grifted. Good for you. Keep doing it. Like, keep fucking doing it. That's cool. But Owen, clearly, his game is legit. He goes very hard. There's no hesitation. He does a lot of things technically well, but also he's able to just have fun, have an energy that girls react to, right? He's got a grounded energy that they react to and sucks them in, and he clearly has no hesitation leading. It looks like he's more focused on coaching, so he's bringing the girls to Frank, but I know when I've seen other clips where he's not coaching, where he knows how to make things happen on his own. So as far as I can say, I've never taken a boot camp with Owen myself. I've never taken his coaching or anything like that. I can't really say too much about his coaching, but what he did in this video is really good, and his actual footage is great. I think it's super cool that he's posting infield. I thought that would never happen again, quite frankly, but it's cool that it has. I'd like to see more. I doubt that'll happen, but this is a nice opportunity to see the like OG good old days, back when they had this kind of the more gangster material. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah. All right. So it's a good thing. So no matter what we do on this channel, not everybody's going to ever figure this shit out. And luckily, thank God, not everybody's like, so we're going to have a bunch of people watch this fucking dumb video and who are going to say like, they're going to come with 100 excuses. But the more excuses you see underneath this video, the more people are like fucking like, it's more of an indicator that like not everybody can fucking win at this shit. And thank God they can't, because I'll put it this way, it's a competitive fucking game getting good with girls. The fact that most society doesn't know that this is the case, that you can do this is such a fucking win. This is like, dude, this is like, it's the closest thing to a magic pill you could possibly have. It's the closest fucking thing you have to fucking figuring out your success with women. If you want to get good with them, you have clear proof that you can do this shit. We have so much infield. I have 40 plus infield clips on my channel. You have a fuck ton yourself, Avery Hayden.
My channel, a.g.hayden. We still post infield. I know that, you know, there's concerns about like what's allowed on YouTube, and a lot of people don't post infield. I think one day it may be you just can't post infield at all, but I don't think it's reached that point yet. I think it's still okay to post infield for now. There's just certain things you can't post, right? There's a line, you can't show certain things that other people have shown, like, you know, things happening in someone's private home, right, with an individual, right? You couldn't show those kinds of things. I think it's still fine to show that kind of stuff. So on our channel, we still have tons of infield. We're some of the few people that are doing that. So if you're interested in seeing that kind of content, like what you saw in this video, make sure to subscribe to our channels, because most dating coaches have never had any infield because they don't actually have any game, right? They've never approached a girl in their fucking life. If you're listening to someone who has no infield, that's the equivalent of listening to a personal trainer that does audio only and hides their fucking body. It hides their body. It hides their body, and they just like, yeah, trust me, trust me, bro, I'm ripped, okay? And then it's like the Wizard of Oz, like someone exposes like it's this big fat Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker. That's what you're doing if you're trusting some guy that's never shown infield to be a dating expert. Like a lot of the red pill guys are like this. Oh, I'm an expert because I make videos in my car. Okay, cool. If you're interested in seeing content by people who actually walk the walk instead of just talking the talk, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to check out Owen's channel. There's something called the Overtime Overton window, which is what's acceptable to talk about in the current culture, right? And at this point, there's still red pill channels. They haven't been banned. There's still some game dating advice channels. But at a certain point, those are going to probably start going, just like the more conservative channels. A lot of those have been, you know, like Tim Pool and Steven Crowder, like they're getting their videos demonetized, getting closer to getting banned, having to move to alternative platforms, things like that. Andrew Tate, right, getting banned. So right now, it's still allowed, but it might not be for long. So make sure to watch our content, watch content like what you saw today while it's still there, because at some point we may have to basically censor ourselves and make, you know, dating advice for men, women, they, thems, and, you know, everyone else as well. That might be all that's allowed when Big Brother, you know, deems that that's the case.
We'll be wearing wigs so that we can get away with this shit.
We'll identify we'll identify as women, and then it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was a ChatGPT thing.
That's what I was going to say. Anytime I want to use ChatGPT, I switch the man and woman around, and it allows me to come up with titles for YouTube videos now.
So you ask something like, I'm making a video for how men to attract women, or how men can attract women using this. And it's like, I'm sorry, I cannot give sexist answers because that's against it. Then you replace it and say women, for women to do the same thing. And it's like, sure, no problemo, I've got you.
That's the only way to get ChatGPT to actually work, is like switch it around.
And that kind of goes back to the Overton window thing, like what's allowed or what's acceptable. It's shrinking, and either way, maybe we'll end up on Rumble or something, or this kind of content will just have to be watered down. But this is really cool to see this video by Owen. Do you have any final thoughts?
I have nothing, honestly.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, leave a like for the algorithm, and then leave a comment letting me know, what do you think about Owen Cook's game? Do you agree with our assessment? Do you think he's actually really bad? He's really cringe? He's horrible? Or do you think he's the greatest of all time? He's some messiah, cult leader? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you want to work with me personally, then click the link below to sign up for online coaching while I still have a few spots available and while it's still affordable. Because right now I'm offering a few spots at a rate that pretty much anyone could afford, but that is going to increase quite a bit in the near future. So click the link below to learn more about working with me one-on-one. And if you're more interested in in-person coaching, then click the other link below to learn more about 3-day boot camps.